Good morning, everybody. It's your daily crypto news for Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. My name is Matt, and really quick, do me a favor. If you like comic books, check out my buddy's store, subscriptioncomics.com. You want graded comics, you want subscription comics, the new comics, back issues, blah, blah, blah. All of those are available there. Check him out. The guy is obsessed. I went to his house, like I said, in Indiana, went to his garage. The guy has hundreds of thousands of comic books. It's absolutely insane. Just boxes on boxes on boxes. Anyway, subscriptioncomics.com. Link is in the show notes if you want to get your comics from him, and I recommend it. Let's get into today's news. The elusive spot Bitcoin ETF is on everybody's minds. Yes, any rumor of a spot Bitcoin ETF is going to pump the price. Now, for people like me who's been in the space for a while, I got into the space. I learned about Bitcoin in 2013. Didn't really start dabbling or actually getting involved in the space until 2016. And ever since then, I've been hearing spot Bitcoin ETF. It has been the golden goose of the crypto industry, the elusive, I don't know, whatever kind of analogy or saying you could put here. But I've been waiting for 6-7 years for this damn spot Bitcoin ETF. And every year it gets closer. Every year we say we're going to get it. And you know what? We're closer than we have ever been. But until we get it, I am not even going to get too excited about it. But since everybody's talking about it, there is now speculation on what's going to happen if it does launch, especially from Galaxy Digital. And they said in a research note on Tuesday that in the first year of a Bitcoin spot ETF, we can expect around $14.4 billion in inflows in just the first year alone. Those inflows can wrap up to about $27 billion by the second year and $39 billion by the third year. They also said that the inflows could aid to a 74% jump in Bitcoin prices in the first year, considering liquidity and the price impact of billions of dollars in investments. I personally believe that is low. I think $14.4 billion just into BlackRock's ETF alone. We're not even talking about Valkyrie or ARK or whoever else is, having a spot Bitcoin ETF launch. I think $14.4 billion is low. But you know what? They're the pros, and a 74% gain in 1 year is not bad. However, again, low. There hasn't been a spot Bitcoin ETF, and we're up over 80% this year alone in Bitcoin. So you think a spot Bitcoin ETF isn't going to just launch this to the moon? Again, skeptical. It's going to happen, but if it does, moon. Two senators from opposite sides of the aisle have introduced a bill that they say will establish safeguards against another FTX-type collapse. They're calling this legislation the Proving Reserves of Other Funds Act, or PROOF. The legislation intends to guard against unethical commingling of customer funds and require a monthly proof of reserves report from a neutral third-party auditing firm. And if you dive into this article, and link is in the show notes, links are always in the show notes, by the way, you will see that there are lots of people talking about solutions. Look, FTX, nobody liked it. Pro-crypto, pro-freedom, pro-whatever, pro-transactional freedom, pro-sovereign money. I don't know what you're pro, but nobody liked what happened with FTX. Nobody liked the commingling of funds. Nobody liked the fact that they were using customers' funds to do things that were unethical, illegal, and not in the best interest of the customer or what the customer intended to do with their funds. And so nobody liked this. And people are over there trying to find solutions. Republicans and Democrats, lobbyists and advocates. But of course, there are obviously people still in Washington, D.C. trying to stonewall everything crypto, i.e. Elizabeth Warren, i.e. Maxine Waters. If you have a BlockFi account, then you probably got an email yesterday. And it said that they have emerged from bankruptcy, making its bankruptcy recovery plan effective as of October 24th. An emergence from bankruptcy is when a firm has previously entered into bankruptcy successfully, and then it successfully reorganizes its balance sheet so that it's ready to repay its creditors. Not all customers are going to be made whole right now, however. This transition begins BlockFi's process to recover customer assets from third parties and continue reconciling customer claims. BlockFi, they filed for bankruptcy on November 28th of last year, less than a month after the fall of crypto exchange FTX and its sister company, Alameda. BlockFi had around $1.2 billion in exposure to both firms. Polygon. Moving over to Polygon Matic. Well, wait, not Polygon Matic. They just deployed the new token contract for its new POL or POL token on Ethereum. POL will replace the network's current Matic token. The network will not support two tokens, by the way. So Matic holders will have around 4 years to migrate their holdings to the new token. One thing I did not understand is if exchanges are going to do automatic swaps. Sometimes when tokens change either to a new token or start new contracts or just, change a new ticker, whatever it is, the exchange can facilitate that transaction. So for example, if you're holding it in Binance, then you're just holding Matic in Binance, and then one day you wake up and it just automatically converts into Pol. They shut down withdrawals and deposits for a while, and then they just do the transaction for you. And so just referring to this article and news that I've read in the past, I haven't got a clear answer of how that's going to work. Hopefully that exchanges hop on board and make it very easy for people to do this. Sometimes I also have seen it where you have to send your crypto to a wallet address and then they send you something back, which I always hated because it seems like a scam and you are basically just puckered up the whole time this transaction is going through, depending on how much money you have. So hopefully they make it easy and work with exchanges. The entertainment industry is very nervous about AI. Here's the facts, is that you can get your body scanned, your likeness scanned into a digital version. You get into this little orb thing, cameras all around you, and get ultra high definition scans of yourself. And then with deepfake and AI and the technology we have now, they can just use your likeness in pretty much anything. And it's getting pretty damn good where you don't even know it's not a real actor. Let's just say Tom Cruise gets his face scanned. Next you know, Tom Cruise is in 10 movies a year, generated all by AI. Now here's the thing. Actors are wondering, can I get compensated for this? What is the fair compensation? If you're just going to use it in movies and TV shows and video games and so on and so forth, my likeness, what's my cut? And it's not just, Tom Cruise and traditional actors. Porn stars are wondering the same thing. They're seeking protection as well from unauthorized AI-generated deepfake porn. I mean, you guys know Rule 34. If it exists, then there's probably, there is porn of it. And so the question is for people who, use their likeness as a way to make money, no matter if it's in action flicks or porn flicks, how do you authorize and enforce that I get my money for you using my likeness? This is why I really like blockchain, because again, I haven't found a more elegant solution than this, than tokenizing or hashing your likeness on some sort of blockchain using some sort of digital signature and then authorizing that use of your digital signature to other people. For example, you get a scan of your body. Your body is then encoded with some sort of hash or some sort of private key that you can authorize. People just basically work with a smart contract. You allow that smart contract to execute. They use your likeness, and then that smart contract gives you a percentage of whatever is being used in that authorized use case that you just authorized. I used the word authorized a lot there. I hope you followed me. But I haven't found anything more elegant than that. So the question is, how do we digitally secure, how do we digitally authenticate, and how do we create ownership of these likenesses, of these digital artifacts that are now going to live in perpetuity on the internet, and make sure that people are compensated fairly for it? That's why I like blockchain. Is there a better solution? Let me know. Matt@dailycryptonews.net. I've been fighting this fruit fly that's flying around my face this whole damn episode, and it's driving me freaking crazy. Crypto use has climbed about 9% in Nigeria over the past 2 years, and that's because Nigeria's fiat currency has lost 65% of its value compared to the US dollar since June. And why did this happen? That's because the Central Bank of Nigeria decided to float the currency. What does float the currency mean? Well, it refers to a monetary policy where a currency allows the exchange rate of its currency to be determined by the foreign exchange market. In a floating exchange rate system, the value of the currency fluctuates freely based on supply and demand. Well, because of this seemingly shitty policy that just devalued everybody's currency by 65% in comparison to the US dollar, people are looking at stablecoins. And Nigerian exchanges has recorded around $60 billion in stablecoin transactions between August of 2021 and July of 2023. This is according to Chainalysis. It's no longer uncommon to see Nigerians quote the services in US dollars and offer a USDT as a payment option. Speaking of USDT and dollars, let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 9:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are feeling greedy. We're at 71. Now, Bitcoin sitting at $34,354, down 0.1% in 24, but it's still up 21.2% in 7. Ethereum's at $1,784, down 2.3%. Tether's number 3, Binance is at $224, down 2.5%, and XRP is at 55.1 cents, down 4%. Running off the top 10, we have USDC, Solana, which is still up 3.5% in 24 or 38% in 7. Cardano's number 8, sitting at 28.1 cents, down 2.7% in 24. Dogecoin's number 9, down 3%, sitting at about 6.5 cents. And Tron is number 10. The total market cap is sitting at 1.26 trillion, down 0.6% in 24. Our 24-hour volume is down 37%, and our BTC dominance is 53.3%. Our ETH dominance is 17.1%. Now, I personally think that we're going to go down a little bit more from here. Again, this is a sideways channel. We got some hype. We got some money put in there. We got some speculation on the Bitcoin price. I still think that we're going to move sideways. We're a little greedy right now, and that's because, again, everybody thinks this spot ETF was going to pop off. We don't know when this is going to happen. And so I think we're going to still go down, maybe to the 33, 32, 31. We're going to keep moving sideways. The fear greed index is going to level out around neutral, and we're going to just move sideways until we get either more news or we're going to get a spot Bitcoin ETF. This past couple of days was a flash in the pan. This is my opinion. What do you think? matt@dailycryptonews.net, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, happy hodling, everyone.